Hi YouTube, this is River. I just wanted to do a quick review of the two headsets I'm wearing right now. The first one is the Voyager Legend. Plantronics Voyager Legend comes in this box. Nice fancy box. We like it. The Vxi BlueParrott Xpress comes in this box. Alright, with the Voyager Legend, you have, of course, the dual microphone, the earpiece. It actually comes with other pieces that you could switch it out for. You have this button at the back, which you use to disconnect the call. But when you press this button, it also tells you how much charge you have left, and it tells you that you're connected to the phone. There is another button hidden down here, which I believe is used to mute the call. I haven't had cause to use that yet, but this also serves to turn on the voice commands. At the back, you have the volume buttons, you have the on and off switch, and of course you have where it charges. It charges with this. It's a wall charger, yes, and this part, it has a magnetic connection, and so it just snaps right in there. You see it just goes right in there and stays. I have actually had some issues with the charger recently. A few times I've plugged this into the wall and come back in 30 minutes and the Bluetooth has not been charged. So I'm not really sure what's behind that, but it has happened like 2-3 times in a row, which of course is a concern. Alright, let me just give you a little bit more detail about the Voyager Legend before I move on to the BlueParrott Xpress. With this one, when I put it on, when you put it on, it answers the call. But, if you wear glasses like me and you put this on and it doesn't quite feel stable, because it's kind of fighting. It's fighting for territory over here with my glasses. So, and it's kind of fighting with this thing as well, but in the majority of cases, it's just fighting, for real estate here, right next to my glasses. So when you put it on, it answers the call, and as you adjust it to make it secure, sometimes it will kick the call back to the phone, and in some cases my phone is across the room. So the customer's over there saying hello, hello. I'm standing over here thinking crap, because I have to go run to my phone and say no, sorry. So that is problematic, more so for people I think that have glasses, though I have heard that some people haven't had this issue. They say that because this is fairly narrow, that they haven't come across that particular issue. And I must say, yeah, it's actually very comfortable on the ear, in the absence of having to adjust it. If I'm not wearing my glasses, no problem. So, I'll figure out what's going on with that. But I don't think that, it kicking the call to the phone is, yes, it is an issue, but it's something that I'm aware of, and because I'm aware of it, I'll keep my phone close to me in case that occurs, or, rather than having this on the desk, so I have to grab it and put it on when someone calls, I'll just leave it on my ear with it having already been adjusted and, securely on. Alright, let me adjust my glasses back. Yeah, it's more so if you are currently wearing your glasses and you put this on. So if I put this on first and then put on my glasses, no problem. In terms of the BlueParrott Xpress, which I'm wearing like an idiot right now. Yeah, I need to adjust it. I like the sound quality of the BlueParrott. Certainly people have said that it transmits my voice very clearly. But the problem is that you run into times when the connection kind of goes in and out. You know, they'll hear your voice going in and out, and I think people experiencing that will quickly become discouraged, and you know, they'll be like, I'll call you back later when you got a reliable phone. So yeah, that's not good. I do like the way that this charges. Here is the charger. You plug it into your computer or laptop, and this goes into a little port back here. So, you know, some people have complained that you're not able to plug this in, you know, there isn't a wall charger, you know, but for me, since I usually work right there in front of my computer, and once this starts to indicate that it's a low battery, low charge, I just simply plug it into my computer and keep on talking with it plugged in charging. So I consider it to be a convenience. If you wish to travel with this device and leave your computer at home, of course, there is a car charger, but, you know, if you're, you know, in a hotel and you don't have a laptop or a computer, obviously, readily available, that is where this type of charger becomes a little bit problematic. So that is something to consider. The talk time on this is 7 hours, and I will use that up in a day, seriously. With this one, I believe it's 15 hours. I'm sorry, I really should have read up on that, but yeah, I believe it's 15 hours, and I can easily, no, I don't use that in a day, but I do forget to turn it off sometimes when I take it off, and that will eat up your battery as well. So, in terms of these two devices right now, this has been more reliable in terms of, you know, not going in and out with your audio, you know, to the person on the other end. The fact that it sometimes does not charge is a problem. If it continues to do so, I just may return it, because what I spent, I believe, $99 on this. And of course, you know, I have insurance on it as well, you know, because things break, as I am well aware, as you all are well aware. In terms of this device, I bought it because it has superior noise cancellation, but I've not been really happy with the noise cancellation on the device, because what I've heard from the people that I speak to is that, you know, they don't hear the noise that is going on, whether you have, you know, the water running or a blow dryer right to your head. They don't hear that. What they do hear is that all of a sudden the audio distorts, whether it drops to a low volume or it just becomes kind of garbled. So in correcting, you know, in canceling out the noise that's occurring, it's doing it at the expense of the quality of the overall call. That is not acceptable. I mean, nobody wants that, obviously. I need to check out if it works better in situations where it's kind of like an intermittent noise, you know, rather than an ongoing shh with your blow dryer or whatever it is you're doing in the background to create noise, you know, whether you're at a construction site or whatever. You know, I don't know where you guys work, but I'm going to do different experiments with people on the phone to see which situations causes a more problematic connection or transmission of sound. So I will let you guys know about that in the future. Right now, as I said, this is winning in terms of, it's winning in terms of connectivity. That's very important to me, that they're able to hear me clearly. I believe that I say clearly, but I have to say that there is a slight distortion of my voice through this, but it's not significant enough to warrant me giving it up. This one will be crystal clear, except, you know, every once in a while, it'll just stutter where it's going in and out. So that's very frustrating to both me as well as the caller, right? So it's something that I'm definitely considering using this as my primary Bluetooth and this as a backup. The other issue with this one is well, I didn't even really show you the device properly. Let me show you. Okay, so, you know, I like that it's long and it, you know, kind of comes right up to your mouth. I like that the volume buttons are distinguishable. This is the one that lowers the volume. This is the one that increases the volume. This indicates that the Bluetooth is in fact charged, and I believe that when you press these two buttons down at the same time, well, it's supposed to, perhaps I was misinformed, but I was under the impression that pressing the two buttons together was supposed to turn off the blinking light. I feel like an idiot trying it 3 times in a row. But yeah, I need to check that out because that's really weird. I'm almost positive that you're supposed to press both volume buttons at the same time and it turns off this light. So it's definitely something that I need to review more, and I'll let you know. So in a dark room, if you're like, yeah, if you're in a dark room taking calls, which is, it's a little odd. I mean, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you might get a call, get up, and I don't know why you would be in a dark room. I'm not even going to try and set that scenario up. But if you're in a dark room or in a dark car and this light is going off, you're kind of seeing it out of the corner of your eye and it will annoy you. So yeah, I'm going to figure out a way to turn that off. The voice, it's kind of loud. The voice is kind of loud where it tells you when you've turned on the Bluetooth. It tells you when you've disconnected. It tells you when you disconnect from a call. And I find the voice to be, it's a pleasant voice, but it's loud and it hurts my ears. So that has been a problem. And because of that, I usually, when I answer a call by clicking on that, I'll have the phone out of my ear. And when the person starts to talk, I will then place it in. So, you know, it's, and when I'm about to disconnect the call, I once again pull it out of my ear before I do so, because it announces that you've disconnected the call. And I don't know, I have sensitive ears. It hurts my ears. What can I say?